Hey, fluttering leaves, how's it going? How was your day? Shout out to Anthony McNeil, the man with the music. Check him out. He's right here on YouTube. That was the beat that you heard me playing as I came on. I forgot to put I'll put his link. I did put his name in the description, but I'll put his link in there as soon as this live is over. How's your day going, fluttering leaves? I hope it was a good one for you. It was a pretty good one for me. It was a good day. Can't complain. Guess I could let the music play. We don't get away. Let's see. Uh, let's see here. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's talk about this little girl that's a hero. Come on in. All right. We're going to start. I'm going to go ahead and start and roll with it. Hey, hey, hey. Hope everyone had a great day. Today, we'll start out talking about this man right here. This is Jared Stanja, and he's 30. This is he tried to kidnap 11-year-old little girl, but she fought her attacker off. And I'm gonna, hey, Mr. Lars, welcome in, sweetie. How you doing? How was your day? Come on in the room, and we'll go ahead and get started. Slappy and Nappy Child should be on slowly. I should have looked to see who was on, but I meant to come on earlier. But this guy in front of you is named Jared Stanja, and he's 30. He tried to kidnap an 11-year-old girl in I guess it's I'm gonna say Escambia County, Florida. She was at the bus stop waiting by herself, but her mother had been taking her for 2 weeks to the bus stop. But because he had prior at a previous point stopped and spoke to her in another language, and she told her mama about it. So her mama, for 2 weeks, went back and forth was taking her to the bus stop and sitting there with the waiting. This was the first day that the mama had, thought it was safe, let her go by herself. Okay, so he comes up, tries to get the little girl, but she fights off her attacker. So I'm going to read some of the article, and we're going to talk about these. Because usually the stories that I talk about when it comes to advocating for children, they have a bad ending, but this one don't. Kenneth, the famous Kentucky Ghostbusters fan. You better go, Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth, welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you had a good day. Okay, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A 30-year-old Florida man is facing attempted kidnapping charges after detectives say video shows him trying to snatch an 11-year-old girl while she's waiting for the school bus. Escambia County Sheriff's Department arrested Jared Paul Stanja hours after he attempted kidnapping in Pensacola. The video from a nearby security camera says a van drove past her, then turned around. A man jumps out, pulls a knife, and grabs the girl in a headlock, so she's trying to flee. He tries to drag her to the van, but she struggles and they fall. She then runs away as the attacker runs back to the van and speeds off. Now, after this, he goes to a nearby grocery store to go in there and buy some. Now, when the little girl was at the bus stop, she was playing with some slime. Okay, but when uh, but when he came over, he actually had grabbed her. She was tussling. They were tussling, fighting. She's screaming. She's swinging. Everything, but she got away from him when they failed. Okay, now he go to the grocery store. Surveillance camera already caught all of this anyway. But once they get the description and all of that, or what they're looking for, whatever, he goes to the grocery store, and the cashier notices that he has some slime on his arms. And in there, when they were looking for him, they mentioned to look for a white van with a silver bumper. Well, he had bought blue spray. I had bought some spray paint and sprayed the bumper. And they said that paint was still wet when they found him. I mean, they got him the same day. Okay, so hold on. The 11-year-old girl's eyes follow as the van goes away before returning to the blue slime she's playing with. A minute later, the van returns, stops across the street. She looks up. The man runs to her carrying a knife, and a second later, she finds herself in a fight for her real life. Okay, right here. At this point, we got to teach our children if somebody tries to attack you, you have to fight. Fight for your life. Fight for your life. Because chances are, if they, how many children that these things wind up with a horrible, horrible ending? And as for me, somebody that it just warms my soul that came out this way. Because we don't get we get a lot of them, but more often than not, it goes the other way. As Canterbury County Sheriff's Department arrested Paul Jarrett Stanger, who is 30. Now, okay, late Tuesday, after a day-long manhunt in Pensacola involving dozens of detectives and deputies, he is charged with attempted kidnapping, aggravated assault, and other felonies for the attack on the girl, which was captured by a nearby security camera. Now he says we have caught the animal, Escambia, and I may be pronouncing it wrong, but Sheriff Chip Simmons said at Tuesday's night press conference. Wait a minute. Okay. The 100-second silent video from a security camera shows the girl alone on the traffic island across from the woods. So it's like a grassy round area where she waits for the bus. Traffic is going straight, but also it's kind of like a little circle. Like I said, you can go around, turn around, and come back in. After this white van passes her the first time, a few other vehicles also go past. Then the van returns and stops. The man leaps out, and this is when he grabs her. Um, she grabs her backpack and tries to flee, but the man puts her in a headlock and he drags her toward his van. But she struggles, and her struggle is what caused them to go down to the ground. And she breaks free. She runs away from the van. The man doesn't pursue her, running back to his van, speeding away. This could have ended very differently if this 11-year-old victim had not thought to fight, fight, and never give up, Simmons said. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what his intentions were. Simmons said dozens of investigators and deputies scoured the area, and the public was asking for information about a white van with a silver bumper. He said deputies found video of Stanger at a nearby convenience store wearing the same dark blue shirt as the attacker and got his license plate number. When the deputies went to his house, they found a van. Its silver bumper had just been painted black. When they arrested Stanger, his arms were marked by blue slime. Simmons said Stanger remained in jail without bond as of today. Records do not indicate if he has an attorney. Simmons said the detectives are contacting other agencies nearby to see if they have similar kidnapping or attempts. He said the girl escaped with minor scratches and some mental trauma. Now, mind you, that he has like 10 felonies and I think two misdemeanors. One of his felonies is something with a child, but they could not, because it was not in their county, they hadn't found out just yet exactly what it was. But clearly, he had been watching his baby for at least 2 weeks because he had stopped, he spoke to her. She got very uncomfortable, told her mama, and her mama started going to the bus stop with her. Yes, I am so glad she was able to get away because, we don't get this often. We don't get this often. And I actually was going to save this till tomorrow morning because, I usually go live a little earlier. But it just warmed my heart to know that it went this way and not the other way. Okay. True, she'll have some mental trauma, but hopefully they get her the therapy that she needed or that she needs, and in the long run, she'll be okay. Now with him, they need to throw the key away with him. That's what they need to do with him. Cause if he's already got another charge, in another county, then he tries, then he's gonna try it again. All right. If there is not any questions, I think we'll go to Paul Mooney, which I'm sure everybody got the word this morning that Paul Mooney had passed away at the age of 79 from a heart attack. Um, and he was also struggling and dealing with dementia. He has worked with so many people. He actually wrote jokes for Richard Pryor. I know he has some things with Dave Chappelle. Um, who else? Let's see. Because at one point they was trying to say he had bamboozled David Chappelle, but we all know David Chappelle went through some stuff in his time. So we won't mention that. we gonna stay focused on Paul. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of history about Paul. I says, Mom is doing right by being at the bus stop with her. Yes, she did. She did the right thing by taking her and being there with her. And my thing is now we have to teach our children, grandchildren, to fight because that's the only chance. Because the chances are true. Oh, we all know it's way probably like 80-90% that they won't make it back. So you might as well fight. You might as well fight. You need to put up the fight. Okay, Paul Mooney. First of all, his first name is not well, his first name is Paul, but his last name is really Gladney. And he was born on August 4th, 1941 to May 19th, 2021, better known by the stage name Paul Mooney. He was an American comedian. He was a writer, social critic, and actor. Best known as a writer or comedian Richard Pryor, playing singer Sam Cooke in the Buddy Holly story. He sure did. Junebug in Bamboozle, and his appearance on Dave Chappelle's show. Now, this is some of his early life. Mooney was born in 1941 in Shreveport, Louisiana. I didn't know that. And moved to Oklahoma, California 7 years later. His parents were George Gladney and Lavoya Ela Mooney. Wow. Mooney was raised primarily by his grandmother, Amia Ela, known among the family as Mama Gladney, coined the nickname Mooney after the original Scarface actor Paul Mooney, Muni. His career, Mooney began a ringmaster with with the Gaddy Charles Circus. During this stint as a ringmaster, he always found himself writing comedy and telling jokes, which later helped Mooney land his first professional work as a writer for Richard Pryor. Mooney wrote some of Pryor's routines for his appearance on Saturday Night Live. Co-write his material for the Live on the Sunset Strip, Bicentennial Nigger. I won't say that out loud. And Is Something I Said albums. Pryor's film JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling. As the head writer for the Richard Pryor Show, he gave many young comics such as Robin Williams, Sandra Bernard, Marsha Warfield, John Witherspoon, Tim Reed their first break into show business. Mooney also wrote for Red Fox or Sanford and Son, and Good Times acted in several cult classics, included Which Way Is Up, Bustin' Loose, Hollywood Shuffle, and portrayed singer-songwriter Sam Cooke in the Buddy Holly Show. He was the head writer for the first year of Fox in Living Color, inspiring the character Homie the Clown, played by Damon Wayans. Mooney later went on to play Wayans' father in the Spike Lee film Bamboozled as the comedian Junebug. Mooney initially appeared in the sketches as a black dude and Mooney at the movies on Comedy Central, Dave Chappelle Show. He later appeared as oh, I don't want to say this word, but Negro Negro de Moose, an African version of Nostradamus. I don't want to keep saying that name. I'll skip over it. As Mooney a lot the answers to life about Malcolm X. Mooney was planning to reprise his whole role as the Nogrodamus. I don't want to say the word in the third season of Chappelle's Show. After David Chappelle left the show due to stress. In 2006, Mooney hosted the BET tribute to Black History Month titled 25 Most Blank Moments in Black History. In this show, he narrated he narrated some of most shameful incidents involving African Americans since 1980. The top 25 moments included incidents involving Miriam Barry, Terrell Owens, Wilson Good, Michael Jackson, Flavor Flav, Whitney Houston, and Tupac Shakur. In 2007, Mooney released his first book, The Memory Black is the New White. In November 2014, Paul's brother announced that Mooney had prostate cancer. Mooney contributed to a tour and performed his stand-up comedy act. In September 2005, I'm going to hit some of this stuff and miss some of this stuff because he did so much, but I'm gonna tell you this. I want to read child sexual abuse. In an August 2019 interview with comedy hype Richard Pryor's ex bodyguard, Rashad Khan alleged that Mooney had molested Pryor's son, Richard Pryor Jr., when Pryor Jr. was a child. It was also alleged that Pryor and expressed a desire to have Mooney killed in a minute for hire plot over his incident and was only prevented from doing so by his 1980 fire accident. Richard Pryor Jr. has confirmed he was a known drug addict and he was raped, but did not mention Mooney by name as his rapist. Now that part I was shocked to read because I was not aware of that. I I hate to, you know, say stuff like that at death, but truth is the light. That's the thing. But I was really shocked by it. But he still did a lot of great things. You'll see where he says the N word and his issues and stuff with that, or where he struggled with that in the entertainment field, being the fact that, right, oh no, right, Mr. Lawrence, um, how he struggled in the entertainment world using the N word so much. And then tell you about the Boston Marathon bombings. It says, as a performance in Liberty Live in West New York on April 2013, 5 days after the Boston Marathon bombing, Mooney allegedly joked, white people in Boston deserve what they got. And it was okay to lose a few limbs. As long as no blacks got hurt, it was okay. See, he was very a known racist and very colored, so that was mean to say, because all lives matter. And that's the thing. But rest in peace, Paul Rooney. He was 79 years old. And like I said, died from a heart attack. Um, now, I had someone, I was discussing this with someone a little earlier, and there was questions about, if he was married or had kids, but unfortunately, I didn't run across any of that. And if he did molest that, Richard Pryor's son, we can just about imagine what he is, so, and we'll leave that right now. Yep. So if that is I was just coming in to make this short video to get that out and say rest in peace, Mooney. And to the little 11-year-old girl in Florida, baby, you are a hero. You did great. Um, to the mom, it's gonna be a lot getting her through this, but we're gonna pray and get this baby through this, through the trauma. That's exactly what it is. But that's, she's gonna be okay. She did the right thing, and encourage your children. Like I said, encourage your children. If they're ever attacked, baby, fight. Just fight. Make a lot of noise, as much noise as possible, to gain somebody's attention, or try to gain somebody's attention. All right, if there is no question, I'm so proud of her, Mr. Bowles. I really am. I really am. I wish they were if they would maybe release something, or just some way we could leave, or I could send or leave a message or something like that. Of course, they did. And I don't blame him for not doing it, to tell you the truth. But just to say to her, you are a hero. You fought that fight and you won that battle. Kudos to you. All right. If there is no more questions or comments, that is about it. And like I said, the music is by, if you didn't hear it when I came on, the music that was playing, that is Mr. Anthony McNeil. And like I said, he's right here on YouTube with us. I will put his, I had his name in the description, but I'm going to put his link in here. Yes, please do, Mr. Lord. Talk to them, tell them to tell their friends, tell their parents. This was a great ending. Happy ending. All right, thank you everyone that came in. All my Bush babes. I know it was a little late. Wasn't a lot to discuss, but I had to get that out because I wanted everybody to hear the ending. And y'all have a great night. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more. And we may discuss some more of this tomorrow because I usually do come on earlier. But thanks everyone for coming in. And y'all have a blessed night. Thank you.